Estamos aquí para dar inicio a una tarde verdaderamente emocionante donde presentaremos a los destacadísimos jugadores que participarán en el evento en la Plaza de Toros México el día de mañana, miércoles 29 de noviembre. Será un eventazo. Yo soy Carlos Guerrero Warrior, bienvenidos una vez más. Un placer saludarles a todos. Antes de continuar, permítanme dar una cálida bienvenida a estos increíbles tenistas que formarán parte de la segunda edición del Tenis Fest GNP. Un aplauso para Caroline Wozniacki, María Sakkari, Carlos Alcaraz y Tommy Paul. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome to Mexico and welcome to Tenis Fest GNP. Un agradecimiento especial también para nuestros socios Orlegui Sports, Soma y Grupo Brisas, así como para todos nuestros patrocinadores, comenzando con GNP, nuestro patrocinador principal. Su apoyo y colaboración hacen posibles eventos como este, como el Tenis Fest GNP. Estamos verdaderamente agradecidos por haber confiado en este proyecto y por su compromiso con el mundo del deporte y el entretenimiento. Antes de comenzar con las preguntas, permítanme compartirles muy rápido un adelanto de lo que nos espera el día de mañana, en una noche que será maravillosa. En punto de las 7 seremos testigos de un espectáculo deportivo que iniciará con un partido de apertura entre las talentosas tenistas Caroline Wozniacki y María Sakkari, seguido por el enfrentamiento electrizante entre dos grandes titanes del tenis como Carlos Alcaraz y Tommy Paul. Y para cerrar la noche, para que no se vayan, terminando, Sebastián Yatra, que va a convertir la cancha del Tenis Fest GNP en un escenario lleno de música y energía. Será un espectáculo deportivo y una experiencia inolvidable. Antes de ir con ustedes, a todos los miembros de la prensa, empezaremos con una breve pregunta para cada uno de nuestros jugadores que están ahí hoy con ustedes y acompañándolos, que están frente a todos ustedes. I'd like to ask some questions before press conference. Carlos, este evento ha levantado mucha expectativa. ¿Qué significa para ti participar en este Tenis Fest GNP, sobre todo contra un gran rival como lo es Tommy Paul? ¿Cómo estás?
Bueno, pues muy bien, muy contento, ¿no?, de poder estar aquí. Para mí es una gran alegría poder formar parte de este maravilloso evento. Mi primera vez aquí en Ciudad de México y la verdad que con ilusión, ¿no?, de poder jugar contra Tommy Paul. Ya lo hemos hecho durante este año en el circuito. Hemos jugado grandes partidos y yo creo que mañana será uno de ellos, así que espero que la gente lo disfrute y, como he dicho, con mucha ilusión.
Seguramente lo van a disfrutar. Muchas gracias, Carlos. María, you have a special connection with Mexico. You know, you recently won in Guadalajara. You have a lot of fans and support. How do you feel to be here again in Mexico? And how do you feel to be here for the Tennis Fest GNP?
Well, I was actually thinking about it when I was coming to the hotel from the airport. I spent more time in Mexico the last 3 months than I actually spent back home, which, shows how much I enjoy, spending my time here. And of course, especially after winning Guadalajara, it was incredible. The love of, all the Mexican fans, it was something I'd never witnessed in my career. And I'm just so happy, to be part of this amazing group of people. I think tomorrow it's going to be pretty special.
Thank you, Maria. Caroline, you will have the opportunity tomorrow to open the night against Maria. We know it will be an epic show. How do you feel about it?
Well, I'm very, very excited to be here. First of all, I think it's going to be an amazing night. Not only, our singles, but also the guys are going to perform on a very high level, and I'm very excited to see that. And, obviously I love coming back to Mexico. I think I was here for the first time when I was 12, which is many years ago. Not that many, but, playing the junior events here. So I have many, many great memories. I've been here on vacation. So, again, I'm just thrilled to be here and be part of this amazing event.
Thank you, Caroline. And Tommy, you have a history with Carlos, for matches, for times, to victories. But tomorrow, a new episode at Tennis Fest GNP. How do you feel for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really excited for the match tomorrow. We've obviously had some good matches in the past. I think our record's 2-2. So this could kind of be the tiebreaker tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an awesome match. I usually play pretty well down here in Mexico. I've had some pretty good results, so excited to play in front of you guys.
Thank you so much, Tommy. Thank you for the answers. Now more questions from the press. Vamos con las preguntas de los miembros de la prensa. Tengo aquí ya un listado para que puedan saber más detalles del evento que se aproxima el día de mañana, que será muy especial. Comenzamos con TV Azteca. Les van a llevar un micrófono. ¿Dónde está? Acá, por favor.
Carlos, ¿cómo estás? El año pasado nos acostumbraste a todos, ¿no?, a tus grandes éxitos, pusiste esa vara muy alta y este año se presentó algo nuevo para ti, más allá de esa victoria en Wimbledon ante Novak Djokovic. Se presentaron esas críticas, esos mensajes también, incluso de exjugadores. Hoy, ¿qué le dirías a ellos también, que evidentemente esperan mucho de ti para el futuro? Y también me gustaría preguntarte, Carlos, si tienes alguna amistad o si conoces también a algunos mexicanos en el Tour, porque hace poco te vimos, de hecho, en las finals junto a Santi González.
Bueno, pues lo primero, al final el año es muy largo, ¿no? Yo, como persona y deportista, sé que van a venir momentos malos y momentos buenos, ¿no? Al final la primera parte de la temporada ha sido espectacular y quizás, bueno, pues después de Wimbledon, pues a lo mejor ha venido una racha un poquito negativa, ¿no?, que digamos, pero bueno, yo creo que eso es normal y lo bueno es que hay que aprender, ¿no?, de esas situaciones. Lo que le diría es que preparen el televisor y que vean el 2024, que seguro que vendrá lleno de energía, de buenos momentos, y lo cual vamos a entrenar y a luchar por que sea igual o mejor que este año. Y lo segundo, ¿cuál era la pregunta? ¿Lo segundo? Sí. Sí, bueno, al final con Santi me llevo muy bien. Hemos hablado muchísimo durante el circuito. Cada vez que lo veo siempre pues nos paramos a hablar un poquito y lo que tengo pendiente con él es una partida de golf, que siempre que me lo dice, pero nunca podemos jugar. Así que yo creo que con él es con el que más amistad tengo.
Bien, vamos con tu DN. Acá, por favor. Al frente.
Gracias. También la pregunta es para Carlos. Eres la estrella en ascenso de la ATP, se te ha idealizado mucho. Será igual que Roger Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, ¿no? Entonces preguntarte, ¿cómo lidias tú con la fama, con estas idealizaciones o expectativas, con las críticas? Y mi segunda pregunta es, ¿con qué sueña realmente Carlos Alcaraz? Muchas gracias.
Bueno, la primera, intento no pensar en eso. Yo me lo noto con total naturalidad, lo más normal posible. Al final soy el mismo chico de siempre y haciendo las mismas cosas de siempre, no por más famoso que sea, que digamos, no voy a cambiar la personalidad, no voy a cambiar la persona que soy, así que lo llevo súper bien, y a todas las expectativas que me llevan o a la gente le llevan a compararme con Federer, con Rafa y Djokovic, por ejemplo. Intentamos apartar todos esos comentarios, todos esos pensamientos y en centrarme en mi camino. Con ser uno de los mejores de la historia. Yo creo que al final es un sueño grande, pero en esta vida hay que soñar a lo grande.
Bien, vamos con W Radio. Si pueden levantar la mano, por favor. Allá.
Hola, Carlos. También para Tommy Paul un par de preguntas. Carlos, Djokovic ya dijo, va por los 4 Grand Slams, va por el oro olímpico y por Jimmy Connors. Sinner ya demostró que está listo para un Grand Slam. vuelve Rafa. Acabas de decir que se prendan las televisiones. Va a estar durísimo, ¿no? El 2024 viene como un año muy especial con Juegos Olímpicos en Roland Garros.
Sí, totalmente. El 2024, pues con las Olimpiadas, yo creo que va a ser un año especial para todo el mundo, para los jugadores, para los deportistas, para la gente amante al deporte. Y obviamente Djokovic, yo creo que ya lo ha demostrado año tras año, que está preparado para ganar los 4 Slams, ganar el oro. Pero bueno, aquí estamos nosotros para impedírselo, ¿no? Y obviamente con muchos otros jugadores que son capaces de ganarle, de optar por Grand Slam y por grandes títulos, así que yo creo que va a ser un 2024 muy, muy intenso.
Le ganaste el único partido de Grand Slam este año. Le quitaste el Golden Grand Slam.
La verdad que sí, pero pues bueno, esperemos que en el 2024 sea igual.
Muchas gracias. Tommy, no solo van 2-2 en el enfrentamiento, not only 2-2 in the match with Carlos, with the other Spanish players too. What do you think about your tennis with the Spanish players? You have a power with him?
I don't know. I have played pretty well against Spanish players, but I definitely, I think he's 2 in the world right now, so I definitely think that he's probably the favorite still. But yeah, I mean, I have over the years played really well against Spaniards. I don't know why.
Vamos con Octava Sports.
Hi Tommy, this way. Jaime Sandoval from Octava Sports. We saw you many times in Mexico this year. You came to Los Cabos, you came to Acapulco, now Mexico City. What does Mexico mean to you, to your career, and what do you expect for this match in Mexico City?
Well, like I said before, I mean, I've played some of my best matches in Mexico. The fans are unbelievable here. In Acapulco, you can barely walk anywhere. The fans are just so excited to see tennis. And I've never been to Mexico City, so I'm excited to see it. I'm a little nervous about the altitude. I know it's a little tougher to play in some altitude, but yeah, I'm just really excited.
Bien, vamos con medio tiempo. Aquí al frente, gracias.
Hi, for Maria and Tommy. Welcome back to Mexico, Maria. We know you have a special relation with our country. What are 3 things that you could share with Carlos, Caroline, and Tommy about our country that you love or they need to know?
Well, I'm pretty sure, they already know how good the food is. That's one thing that Mexico is known about. I think the love that people have, for the sport and how passionate they are for sports in general, I think is, when I played in Guadalajara, not only in my matches, but in every single match, the crowd was crazy. It was sold out every day. That showed, how much they love tennis. I think, Tommy mentioned it already, how, crazy it was in Acapulco. And of course, how you guys are very nice people. You're very outgoing, you're very friendly, you're very polite. And I think that's something that makes us feel very, very nice being in this country.
Thank you. And Tommy, if you could take for tomorrow's game one thing about the game of Carlos to win and to end this draw, you have 2 games, what would it be?
If I could take one thing
One
from
thing
his,
of his game.
take it away.
Okay.
I would take away his either the drop shot or his serve. I don't want to be running for all those drop shots.
Serve?
Yeah.
Serve?
Yeah, you have to serve underhand. Yeah, I mean, if I'm starting return games with his underhand serve, that helps.
Okay, thank you.
Bien, vamos con Claro Sports, Gaby Mendoza.
Hi, good afternoon. Caroline here. How was the moment after you decide or announced your retirement and then you decide to come back and play Canada, Cincinnati, and the US Open? Thank you.
Yeah, when I decided to stop in 2020, I really thought that was going to be my last tournament, my last match, and I wanted to start a family, and I wanted to step away and do other things, and which was amazing. And COVID hit, and I had 2 children in the meantime, and 15 months apart, and I needed to get back in shape after my second kid, and I started to go on the court once a week and just hit some balls, and all of a sudden I realized I still can hit the ball pretty well, and I talked to my husband and my dad, who's my coach, and I was just like, what if I just come back and see, what happens? And I think none of them really expected me to say it, but here we are. I had a decent start in my first few tournaments back. Learned where I am tennis-wise. I think after 3.5 years back, the fact that my body can hold up, I feel like I still hit the ball as well as ever, and I've taken some time to work on some things, and I'm very excited for the next year, and playing the big tournaments, obviously, and the Olympics. And to do that with my 2 kids is pretty special. I don't think growing up that I ever thought that I would be able to play with and travel with my family and 2 children, but my daughter is obsessed with tennis. She wants to do everything that mommy does when she watches, so that's pretty cool as well. And my son is starting to understand a bit more, so it's very nice to be able to experience this with them.
Bien, vamos con Milenio. ¿No está? ¿Representante de Milenio? Allá atrás, por favor. Gracias.
Hola, buenas tardes. Caroline, what do you have to sacrifice along your career?
During my career or?
During your career.
I don't know. I don't really believe in sacrifices, to be honest. I believe we make choices for the decisions that we're going to do, and it's going to put us in a position that we want to be in. So I feel like I made choices along the way that could make me the best tennis player that I could possibly be. And I'm very proud of that, and that's something that I want to teach young kids and also my kids, that if they want to achieve something, it's really only the size of their dream is the size of how much they can accomplish. So if you work hard and you love what you do, really anything is possible. And coming from a small country that has 0 tennis traditions in the past, and being able to achieve what I did, and now seeing other, I call them young kids, even though they're 20, it's come through from my country, it's pretty special. So I hope that it starts another tennis tradition from Denmark, and we're going to see a lot more kids moving forward that are going to play great tennis from Denmark.
Caliente TV.
Acá.
Gracias.
Para María, bueno, primero que nada, bienvenida de regreso a nuestro país, a México. Como decían aquí ya anteriormente, sabemos que quieres mucho a México y México te quiere mucho de regreso. ¿Qué mensaje le podrías dar a las mujeres jóvenes que se quieren dedicar a lo mismo, ser tenistas profesionales y que aspiran a llegar a donde tú estás? Gracias.
Hi Maria, welcome back to Mexico. You love Mexico. Mexico loves you. So what message would you convey to upcoming generations of girls that aspire to what you've achieved until now?
Well, I'm gonna repeat myself that, you always have to, everyone mentioned it, that you have to dream big, and you have to, follow your dreams. You have to believe in yourself, work hard, and just never give up, because, great things can happen. My career, my breakthrough came very late in my career. I never thought that I was growing up, that I was gonna be as good as I am today. But then, because I kept working and putting in the hours, it got me to a point where, I'm considered one of the best players right now. And that's the, for me, that means that you have to follow your dreams. You have to, keep believing in yourself, and just surround yourself with people that, they believe in you as well, and with good people, of course.
Vamos con el Universal.
¿Qué tal, Carlos? Arturo Ceñido, del periódico El Universal. Preguntarte, hoy en día, ¿qué se siente ser Carlos Alcaraz, tomando en cuenta que todos los aficionados de Rafa Nadal, de se inclinan hacia ti cuando te enfrentas a Novak Djokovic, partes como el amplio favorito. Y para Caroline, what do you think about this Tennis Fest, because it's an event with tennis and music?
Oh, I don't speak Spanish.
What do you think about this Tennis Fest?
What I think of
Yes.
this is amazing. I watched a little bit from last year, and to play in this amazing big stadium tomorrow is going to be so much fun. I love Mexico. I'm very excited to play with, these three amazing tennis players, and it's going to be a big party. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to be out there tomorrow.
Bueno, y yo, la verdad que soy un chico que ve mucho las redes sociales, y cada vez que me enfrento a Djokovic, pues siempre están los fans, ¿no? Diciendo a ver si le ganan o no pierdas contra Djokovic. Bueno, pues la verdad que es una motivación extra, ¿no? Y una alegría tener a esos fanáticos, ¿no? De Rafa, Federer, quizás no todos, ¿no? Pero gran parte, pues animándome cuando juego contra él o contra cualquier jugador, ¿no? Al final tener a esa gente detrás tuya apoyándote, y ya no solo ellos, sino todo el mundo, la verdad que es maravilloso.
Bien, vamos con el economista. Allá, por favor.
Thank you. I have one question for Maria and another for Carlos Alcaraz. Maria, you've said you have been working with a psychologist during some years. How this support has helped you to face up a very busy calendar?
Yeah, I've been working for the last, I think, 5 or 6 years with, with a mental coach, and I feel like, it really changed the way that I'm thinking, not only on the court, but outside of the court. It has made me a better person, a better human being. That's for me above everything. Then if you can, achieve and unlock things outside of the court, you can, for sure, do better on the court. And of course, little tricks that, can help you while you're playing. But I think that it was the greatest gift that I've ever given to myself. And I would, suggest it to every single person. Working with someone that, specializes in that doesn't mean that you have a problem. It means that you just want to become a better version of yourself. So, that's a great investment, that you can actually do.
Thank you. And Carlos, has hablado antes o durante esta temporada sobre temas de fatiga. ¿Cuáles son los límites que tú estás planeando en el próximo año para evitar un tema de burnout?
Bueno, sobre todo, lo último que he estado diciendo es hablando personalmente del cansancio mental, ¿no? De que al final el año es muy exigente, muy largo, y quizás la última parte de la temporada me ha costado muchísimo, ¿no? Planteamientos que tengo que mejorar de cara al año que viene. Sinceramente, pues, por ejemplo, darme cuenta, ¿no? que la temporada sigue hasta noviembre, no tener esos altibajos. Obviamente no solo lo trabajo yo, sino también, como he dicho muchas veces, trabajo con una psicóloga que me ayuda mucho en este tipo de situaciones, junto con mi equipo que me ayuda a mejorar en este tipo de situaciones también. Así que vamos a ver el próximo año, pero es un punto en el que quiero mejorar y espero que vaya mejor.
Bien, 2 últimas preguntas. 2 last questions. Vamos con Saque Ace.
Hi, Caroline. It's not your first time in Mexico. What's your opinion about Mexico and all the Mexican fans?
I love Mexico. I've had great support here ever since juniors. As I was saying, at 12 years old, they had a grade A tournament here in Mexico City, and played very good. And then we went to Yucatan, and I played there as well. And I went on vacation with my family and everybody to Mexico. One of my best friends got married here, so I came back. It brings back a lot of happy memories. I think the people are very friendly. They love their sports. They support tennis. They support women's tennis a lot. And I've always felt a lot of support. And I really enjoy coming back here every time, whether it's for just personal reasons or whether it's for tennis. It's a special place, and obviously the food is phenomenal. I love Mexican food. It's a lot better here than it is anywhere else, so I'm going to make sure I take advantage of that while we're here. But again, I'm so excited for tomorrow and see the support out there. It's obviously a big stadium, and it's going to be a really fun night. I'm sure something that we won't forget anytime soon.
Bien, ESPN, por favor.
Gracias. For Caroline, hi, I am Marcelino Fernandez from ESPN. You have been just talk about your decision in 2020 to get retired, being mom, and all of these things. And how do you decide to come back to the tennis? But describe us how it's like now to travel with your family, with your son, your daughters, play tennis, and being a mom every day.
It's pretty special. As I said before, at 2020, I thought I was finished. I didn't touch a racket for 3 years at all, maybe once or twice. And I posted that on social media to make sure everyone saw me on the court. But, you know, that was it. So I really thought I was finished. But to be able to do this with my family, and it's a whole different perspective. Before, you know, obviously my biggest dream was to win a Grand Slam, to be #1 in the world, to be the best player that I could possibly be. And obviously now I wouldn't be coming back if I didn't think that that was possible still. But at the same time, no matter what, my kids, my family is my #1 priority. But, you know, I've learned so much about compartmentalizing everything. And you know, when I go on court, I just love it. It's my passion. I love the sport. It will never go away. So I think the enjoyment of playing on a big court in front of a huge crowd, you know, playing the sport that I'm really good at, it's a privilege. And I just really look at it from a very different perspective. Win or lose, I go out there and I give my all, and that's really it. That's all you can ask for. And you know, if you do and put in the work, most of the time you're going to win. And that's how it is. And you know, you come home and there's no days off. You know, the kids are there 7:30 in the morning, they're ready to party and you know, hang out. So you got to be ready for that too. So a lot of recovery when I come home and the kids are sleeping, and then I'm ready for a new day.
Thank you.
Última pregunta, Flash Tenis. ¿Dónde está Flash Tenis? Aquí, por favor, al frente. Es la última pregunta. Gracias.
Gracias. Pregunta para Carlitos. Carlitos, buenas tardes. ¿Cuáles son tus expectativas para 2024? ¿Cómo realiza una pretemporada alguien que quiere volver a ser el #1 del mundo? ¿Cómo te encuentras de lesiones? Y si consideras, se ha hablado mucho del deseo de jugar dobles con Rafael Nadal en los Olímpicos.
Bueno, pues con ilusión. La verdad que va a ser un año exigente, como todos los que han venido hasta ahora. Pero, como he dicho, yo creo que es un poquito más especial, ¿no? Teniendo los Olímpicos ahí en verano, después de Wimbledon, el cual tengo muchísimas ganas de poder jugar. Va a ser una pretemporada dura, como todas las que he hecho hasta el momento. Vamos a intentar ponernos fuertes, ponernos en el mejor tono posible, ¿no? Para ir a Australia a intentar ganarlo, ¿no? Que al final es como a lo que voy en cada torneo, y obviamente pues vamos a intentar que sea igual o mejor que esta temporada, añadiéndole los Olímpicos, pues intentar traer una medalla a mi país, ¿no? Eso es lo que más me gustaría, y a lo cual vamos a trabajar para poder conseguirlo.
Muchas gracias por sus respuestas. Thank you for the answers. Thank you for taking time to be with us. Agradecemos también a todos ustedes, medios de comunicación, por las preguntas y la cobertura. La magia del Tennis Fest GNP comienza aquí y ahora, en esta sala llena de emoción y de calidad. Gracias a nuestros socios, Grupo Orlegui, Soma, Grupo Brisas, por hacer realidad otra edición del Tennis Fest GNP, y a nuestros patrocinadores, muchas gracias. Les recordamos a todos entonces que mañana en punto de las 7 será el gran día en la Plaza de Toros México. Quien no tenga todavía sus boletos los pueden comprar en superboletos.com, superboletos.com. No se pierdan la oportunidad de vivir esta experiencia única. Muchas gracias a todos. Carlos, Caroline, Maria, Tommy, thank you. Don't forget something. Your passion and dedication inspire us always. Thank you so much. Gracias a todos y van a colocarse al centro para una fotografía final.